Morning. Better morning than the last few mornings where it's just been misty, cloudy. Sun is out, look. Just about. And it's a bit windy, which is good because it cools you down. So I've got my vest on today. It's Friday. 20th? Don't know. Of June. So yeah, I'm not going for a long run today. A long run to me is over 10 miles. I'm going to do 9, 8 maybe, because I've just been feeling so shit. So I'm just listening to the legs. So this, I think I've been doing too much. So I had the right after 30k last week with Ed. It just sort of took my legs out, I think. Just fatigue wise, it didn't hurt. It's just just felt like running on jelly. It didn't feel firm and tough, you know. Yeah, your legs should feel like today. They feel a lot better. But I don't want to push it. Off to the lakes next week, so I don't want to muck up that, you know, going all that way and sitting down and having tea instead of running. What's that, 4k in? Yeah, it's just a bit hilly. It's about 350 metres, I think. Because remember, we need to still keep doing the hills, build it endurance. Yeah, so we're just going up around here. Got me see really. Get over the top of that and then down the other side and probably through some nasty undergrowth. Just sort of cut the corner off so we don't end up doing more, like 4k more. I don't want to do. We shall see. Innovates today. Innovate trail fly, even though I'm not flying along the trails yet. Just changing between these and the we're going down there. On my own today. So I've got to navigate myself. So anyway, yeah, Innovates and the Ultras. The Ultra is 0 drop. I'm sure that's why my calves are a little bit twitchy on that 30k. Down there? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, what I've got to do, I think, is do the same again in the trail flies Innovates and just see how the calves feel after that. And maybe no fueling. I don't know. I need the baseline. I need to know what prevents, no one knows, cramp. Is it just food? Water, I think, is important, obviously. Or is it the magical marketing of salt? Who knows? So what I want a baseline. Nice view, isn't it? We'll go over there one day. So for me, I want a baseline. So I might do a run just with water and to see how far I can go. Flies on the camera again. Why not? Give it a go. In out and back or loads of loops, I don't know. To see how far you can go with no fuel apart from water. Just at this pace, just casual, plodding. Yeah, I'm not doing a park run pace because obviously I haven't been able to sustain that. So if I got to 30k and feel alright, get to 35, maybe even get to 40, you think, yeah, I feel alright. Then see if cramp starts. It's just my thinking. It's not okay, go on. It goes quick, doesn't it, when you're just chatting away? So if I can do a baseline, I can go X distance of no fuel, and then I start to cramp. Am I cramping because of a distance? Am I cramping because of no salt? Am I cramping because of no fuel? Or am I cramping just because the legs are tired? Which is what I think it is. So, because I've done all sorts of, I'm not bore everyone, I've done all that before, years ago. Didn't make any difference for me. What made a difference was more mileage. So, I'm not going to ramble on about that again. But I think I need that baseline. I mean, I want to run long distance. I don't want to run fast park runs, really. I just want to do long distance endurance. Like this, that's what I enjoy doing. I don't really enjoy running as fast as you can. It's just that feeling of chucking up, when you go, those run so fast, which is good if you get a good time. But I don't like that. Yeah. So let's see if we can go 30k, no fueling, and then I've got an obstacle coming, which I might have to move for. Goes 30k, 40k, who knows? So let's give it a go. I want to experiment. It's the purpose of what I'm doing. So let's do a 30k, no fueling apart from water, especially as it's quite warm, and see how I feel. I'll probably take cheese sandwich and maybe a gel. Stick it in the backpack just in case, right? Maybe a mint or something, I don't know. I just want to see what happens. I know I've got baseline, haven't I? How far I can go. Because it's expensive, like I said, full gel's expensive, if you're doing long runs all the time, it just gets expensive. I mean, it's just, you can do it easily, just with no fueling and relying on a bit more fat for fuel, just going slowly. So, yeah, I want to see where the cramp starts. And once I know when that is, I can then do it again with some fueling and see if the cramp stops, if it makes any difference, things like that. Because that's my problem, is the cramp. I don't seem to have a problem with food, you know what I mean? I feel like I've got a full tank of fuel, half a tank of fuel, but the wheels have come off and the car, meaning the legs. So we shall see. That's something to play with. So I'm just going to go down this path for a bit. We come to a really steep hill, which I might sprint up. I don't want to get too carried away. It's so warm as well, about 20 degrees I think. It's about 7:30. Strength training again. Yeah, I'm not bothering with that. I think with strength, doing hills and long runs, I think I just build up. Legs will naturally get stronger. However, if I was doing, I need a mask, flies. If I was more focused than 5k and under, maybe 10 in speed, then probably would do more strength training, because you need more power, don't you? You need more, I don't know, spring, I'm just plodding. I need endurance. So I think as a guideline, doing endurance, if you can squat your body weight, hold the plank for over a minute and maybe 10 press-ups, 5 pull-ups, probably strong enough. yeah, I think just, as an average person, 7k, 628. Just as an average runner, right? I'm not pretending I'm anything but that. And yeah, that's it. Keep it simple. Work on that, and then that will naturally get stronger the more running you do. It's not so bad. I thought it would be all overgrown, but it's not. The other thing I've been looking at, well, actually, I've got this pack. Here. Is it more short? So I wear this naked belt. Cobwebs. But in my shorts, there's a little bit of, I don't know what it's, elastic rope, string, whatever. And I was tying it into like a little knot to make your shorts nice and tight. And with my phone and my naked belt, I was wondering why I was getting tummy pains. And what it was is that knot. See, this is what you learn, isn't it, as you go. Oh, it's getting a bit more bushy. When you do longer runs, when you learn these things, chafing, things like that, is that knot is digging into my stomach. Especially when you've got the naked belt on, the phone pushed against it. Yeah, no, it's going right all the time. I couldn't work out what it was. And I just realised it's that knot. So phone in the back of belt now, no knot. And the short's fine, not going to fall down. Yeah. A little bit overgrown. This is not wet, it's soaking me, so it's dry, it's good. Yeah, so that's that. And again, unless you run, you probably won't notice it if you're doing 10k, but after 20k, that's when you start noticing these, blisters, chafing, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's all part of a learning process. The other thing I think is a load of bollocks is the, like I said before, as you watch, especially the sleep stuff, because it's like today, I woke up, felt pretty good sleep. Ever thought dreams? I mean, dreams are strange. I might talk about dreams on another video. They're finally quite interesting. Just we out of body type feeling ones. Maybe I can talk about it and what I've gone through another day. But you feel good, and your watch says you went to bed, right? Training, a few metrics, say was 75, ready to go. Get out of bed, training metric 46. What? Oh, I felt really well. Sleep poor, not enough REM. Rubbish. Feel alright, crack on. So I don't listen to that, or listen. Watch isn't talking to me, but I don't take in. I just don't care of it. So, but what I have been looking at, if I have to be honest, is the HRV, or heart rate variability, on the watch. Now, a couple of years ago, my HRV, because of all the crap I was going through at work, was 12. So that's pretty shit, isn't it? A few weeks ago it's 45, which is meaning your heart is a little bit more at leisure and not so stressed or tired, whatever it might be. At the moment it is 32, so a little bit low, probably because of all the mileage I've been ramping up, probably too much. So that might be interesting. Now if I put a heart strap on, so that's an average, 7-day average it says, overnight, I mean it has got to 60, something like that, if you look at the graph, but if I put a heart strap on and you sit still for 2 minutes and it does like a check thing, it's 84. So I'm not too bothered. But it's interesting because I did, when I was feeling a bit crappy last week. H3 was low, and I did feel low with energy. This week a bit better, and HRV's higher, so maybe there's something in that. So again, I'll keep monitoring it, see how we go. Get through here and into the hill. Oh, I catch. This is the hill, so this is where you can go back up to South Downs Way. Yeah, it doesn't look that steep, does it? But it is. No route down there, no route there, we're going up here. Just get up this. Definitely be a good hill sprint hill, this one. You can see it sort of dips down. Yeah, so HRV, I think it is something I could look at. Yeah, interesting. So strength training, planks with a minute, do over that. Weight or what was I say? Squats. Your body weight. 5 pull-ups. You know, this way, and then that way. So that way, that way. So I think one's chin-ups, one's pull-ups, is it? I mean, I think that's a good baseline. I think for a day runner. Don't bother with carbon plate shoes, especially if you're starting out. I can wear carbon plate shoes now and it's not going to make me. What's it going to do? A minute? 10 seconds off my part run, who cares? Or improve your time is more running, more hills. That's massively more important. So if I chuck a pair of carbon plate shoes on my wife, who hardly does any running, she's not going to magically run really well, is she? And with gels and all that nonsense, she just needs to do more running. Right, there's a view. This is a bit chillier. It's not chilly, cooler, maybe the right word. This morning, yeah, we've done just about to hit an hour, 8.5k. It's another 5 and we're done. Yeah, going back to fueling. So for me, I need that baseline. I want to know how far I can go with no fuel and what breaks down. Do you feel sick? Cramp, things like that. So I don't know, for me, what will help a cramp. I've done no cramp shots, salt tablets, salt sticks, tailwind, mountain fuel, every bloody gel you can that manufactures it. But I've never done, but it's always on race day as well. It's really weird. But I've really never done a long run, really long run. You know, it's 30k long run, I guess it is. But not, as in, is it a really long run? Not really. Probably 40. Is it a really long run? And if I could get that distance without cramping, then it's not the fuel which is preventing the cramping. Are you with me? If I tilt gels every 5 minutes, or every 5k like Ed did last week, and I don't get any cramp either, you could say, well, it's the gels. Well, I want to know. Just ain't nothing. Do a long run soon. See what breaks. That's it. Right. Another hill to walk. It's only a small one. Some steps really. Yeah, so like I said, I want that baseline mileage when I start cramping, because in training in the past I never really cramped, and I've done 20 miles quite happily with really not much fueling, 1 gel maybe. And they always say don't do on race day, which you don't do in training. So same top, same shoes, you know, and you're fueling. And then on race day I take all these gels, which I didn't do in training, and it just screws me over. So, and I get cramp earlier. That's the point. So there was the Ironman in Hawaii. I was reading the book about it. Well, it was in one of the chapters where we did a test, like a salt test for all the runners, or a selection of runners, and just monitored their salt body temperature with a probe up the backside, and other vitals. And once they completed the Ironman, some people cramped, some didn't, but we all had the same fueling. So make of that as you wish. I don't know any more than that. All I know is that people run the race with no salt tablets, didn't cramp. Some people run that race with salt tablets and did cramp. That's the point. Did the ones who didn't cramp do more mileage, so their muscles didn't get so fatigued. Anyway, that's for me to work out. That's what I need to work out. Because people say, well, I take salt tablets every 5k, I never cramp. Yeah, but you may never cramp without salt tablets as well. Unless you do it, you don't know. I mean, I know it's the salt tablets that are helping. Great. Buy them in a bulk. Look at that. Little transmitter there. Lovely. Yeah, wonderful. Now that clump of trees is in Chantonbury. Seems a long way, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's why I'm testing it and see what happens. Morning. Go that way. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to head back down over up there somewhere. Over there, I think. Up the zigzags. Back to the car. So we've done 11k. Yeah, I could go. I do feel alright actually. I feel pretty good. I do say to myself, if you feel good, go further. But I think because of all the probably overstraining the last couple of weeks, it's just stick to what I said. So 14 kilometres and feel fresh. I won't run tomorrow, Saturday. I'll run Sunday morning, maybe 8, something like that, and that'll be about 35 for this week. That would do. No, it's not a lot, but just be sensible. And then Lakes next week and Scuffle Pike on Saturday, so we'll run up that if I can. Interesting, wasn't it? Yeah, the other thing about heart rate I was thinking of, so today, at the moment it's 1:33 at the minute, is that if you do push hard on a hill set and it goes up to 150, as long as it goes back down again, so then you go back on a flat like this and walking down or running down and it's back to 130s, then you're okay. If it's still 150, like for me it was last week on that 30k, then yeah, it's probably a bit straining. But hey ho, it's all done now, it's in the past. Learn from it and get on with it. I'm not counting gates today. Yeah, I haven't seen Peter for a couple of weeks, so he's been busy. So hopefully I'll catch up with him when I'm back from the Alps, Switzerland. Oh, there we go. It's Finton Valley. Yeah, I'm back from Switzerland. I'll catch up with Peter. Go for take me for a 50 miler. Also, on all my runs, generally with the shoes, I do a runner's knot where you use the extra eyelet. You can Google how to do a runner's knot, but it just locks your foot a bit, stops them slipping down the shoes, so you don't keep bashing your toes on the ends of your shoes. Just hit 12k. On the pavements now for a little bit, down to the main road. Across the grass, up the zigzags, back to the car. It's probably 2k, if at that. Right, zigzags up there. Last bit, done 13 now. Let's do the last bit and done. There's a windmill. Yeah, really interesting. Really back at the car. Okay. Right, we're done. It's 14k. Yeah, I feel right. Just a bit hot. It is a bit sweaty and warm. It's about over 20 degrees. But, that's all right. So average pace 6:59. Average heart rate 140. That's all right. We're done. Yeah. So tomorrow rest. Sunday. I don't know, probably 7k, 8k, something like that. Next week, Keswick or Lake District. Well, hopefully the weather will be kind and it's not chuck of rain, but it doesn't matter. We just do it whatever the weather. Take care, keep smiling. See you next one.